I'm Jeremiah, the founder and lead investigator of Investigators of the Unknown. I came into investigating the unknown to find out what is really out there that people do not understand. I had my share of personal experiences with the paranormal, which made me become more curious to understanding these things. That is why I created this paranormal team where we specialize in helping people understand what they do not. Our goal is to investigate and come up with an explanation for these certain things. So join us and our camera crew as we investigate the unknown.
Here we're actually here in New Bedford to investigate Fort Rodman. And with us tonight we actually got a new colleague, Michelle, and we also got our good friend Maureen. And now we're gonna go over and we're gonna talk to this man over here who's gonna give us a little bit of history on the museum.
My name is Wesley Grant. I'm one of the volunteers here at Fort Tabor. Behind us is Fort Rodman. Fort Rodman actually was originally approved and designed by Lieutenant Robert E. Lee in 1840. Robert E. Lee is best known, obviously, for the Civil War, being down in Virginia at that time. We've had two paranormal studies previously, October of 2012 and October of 2011. I have been part of both of those. During both, we have actually had substantial evidence that there is paranormal activity, not only in the fort, but in three other sites here on the grounds. In the Milliken Battery, which is in the southwestern corner, the Fort Tabor Military Museum itself, and in the Wilcott Battery, which is just to my right. Apparently, inside Fort Rodman, we still have a soldier still manning his alcove. We have found him on two different occasions, and again, there has been substantial evidence he is here. So we're hoping to see him again tonight, or at least I am.
Now, if you don't mind me asking,
No, go ahead.
Did these other groups state that what they thought was in here was residual, which would be like a concert replay back, or did they think it was more intelligent, like something?
It seems to be more of a permanent presence, I would say.
Presence?
Because, like I said, the soldier, at least that is still manning his alcove, he's still awaiting orders, apparently. So apparently what he does is he walks up to the ledge up here, looking into the courtyard, awaiting orders, and then he'll walk back to one of the ports to look outside and see if there's British ships outside, and then he'll walk back, looking over the courtyard. And apparently he's still there manning his post. So we obviously I think we have a dedicated soldier still there. So
That's pretty cool. Now, if you also don't mind me asking, but have you experienced anything yourself, or
yes.
know anyone that's worked here?
Yeah, I have personally. I have experienced several things, including seeing that soldier inside. I actually saw him in the form of a bluish-white flare that was about a foot and a half long, probably about, I'd say, 2-3 inches wide. About 3/4 of the way up, there was a half circle design going through it. It kind of reminded me of angel wings. During, I believe it was the first paranormal study in October of 2011, one of the guys who was with us, he actually captured an infrared image of this soldier. So, like I said, there's a parent that at least that soldier was here.
Was it kind of disappearing, or was it solid?
It was pretty solid. It was a silhouette, but it was solid, and he was right in the alcove, like I mentioned, where he is.
Or was it solid as in like a shadow, or solid as in it looked like you and I?
No, it was pretty. I guess like a shadow, but like I said, it was a fully formed silhouette.
All right.
But it was shadow. It was blackened out. And there, like I said, there's been other activity. Like I said, in the Milliken Battery, we have discovered children playing. We discovered other soldiers in the Milliken Battery. We've actually found people on the Wilcott Battery. But yeah, and also there's substantial activity inside, like I said, the museum itself. So
with all that said, we're now gonna head into the fort. With our crew, our guest Maureen, and our new recruit Michelle, and we're gonna head in. And I guess these guys are gonna be joining us tonight. And I also gotta say thank you for having us. And our whole part as paranormal investigators isn't just to try and find answers behind some possible evidence or truth of the paranormal, but to also try and preserve the history of the place too.
absolutely.
This is an EVP, stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon. It picks up what our ears can't hear, so when we ask the questions, if there's any spirits around and they want to communicate, they can communicate with us by talking to this, and we'll be able to hear them when we play it back later after we go through the evidence. So here we go. Jeremiah, EVP, Section 1, Fort Rodman. Is there any soldiers here that would like to communicate with us? And if so, please give us a sign. If you want, please speak to this device I am holding in my hand so I can hear you when I play it back later. What is your name? Did you maybe live on these grounds during the Civil War time or during any other war time? Do you like us being here?
The thing that freaked me out in October was we had, and Michelle would probably remember this, when we walked into the Milliken Valley, I don't remember if she was with the group I was with, but we heard a woman screaming. I mean, just out of the blue. The same time they heard that scream in Milliken, they heard it here in the fort. The exact same scream.
Yep, I was there for that, exactly.
All right, guys, give me a few. What's your name, Marie? Hold that phone for a second, all right? I just got like a weird feeling for something over there. Hold on. Either they're talking about the well nearby or he's saying, well, look who's here. Oh, I got 4 of them.
Is that your hat?
Yeah, I got 4 of them here. 2, 3, and 4.
Interesting.
Right here. As soon as I hit this, oh, I got another guy right in front of me.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. One of the interesting things I've noticed when I investigate is I get a feeling right down my, like actually up my spine when
Yeah,
there's
like a chill.
The chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We're just here taking a look. We're just here making sure everyone's all right. We're not here to harm you guys. By the way, folks, I mean, Michelle knows this already. The little metal half circles, the crescents down on the bottom here, these are the tracks that were used to rotate the cannons in the fire pistol.
We pulled it with a chain.
Yes. So, well, I'm actually standing on what would be, the positioning or moving tracks for the larger cannons that were here.
How heavy were those?
They had as big as 15-inch cannons. The cannonballs in a 15-inch would probably weigh in excess of 200 pounds per ball.
Amazing.
The 10-inch cannonballs weighed in excess of 130 pounds each. And they could hit the western edge of Martha's Vineyard from here.
Really?
Yeah, and it's 16 miles in about that direction.
Well, that's
So,
some range.
it is.
Do you want us here? Can you show us some kind of a sign that you are here in this fort with us? Can you maybe make like a knocking sound or a shuffle? Maybe a laugh for us? Or if you want, I give you permission to tug on my shirt, push me, show me some kind of sign that you're here. If you want, maybe even, do something to one of the girls. Have them call down to me and let me know that something had just happened to them. Can you do that? Is there anyone over there? Would you like to communicate? Is there anyone in any one of these 3 rooms with us? if I were to put this down, say over here, could you maybe walk by it? Or all you gotta do is just, you know, show me that you're here. Light it up once for yes, if you are here and you want to communicate. Light it up once for yes. If you don't want to communicate and you want me to move on, then light it up twice for no, telling me that you don't want to communicate and you want me out of here. So is there anyone in here? Any men in here?
Absolutely. Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us? My name's Maureen. This is Michelle. And
Shay,
Shay
Wesley,
and Wesley.
you know Wesley.
I come and check on you guys all the time. Maybe not inside, but I do come and check out the fort, make sure everything's okay.
He kind of has the same type of job that you do. He watches over the fort, so you must really appreciate your extra care.
We'd love to hear your story. Tell us, what did you feel about serving here or training here at this fort? It must have been very important to you for you to still be here.
We have a device here that allows us to hear you speak. We may not be able to hear you now, but we'll be able to hear you afterwards. So speak as loudly as you can so we can actually understand your life and your history and your pain and the reason why you're still here.
It feels like something's touching the bottom of my hand. Just waiting to hear. When you just said that.
He's over here.
Yeah, it was like something, like finger, yeah, absolutely.
Finish? What would you like us to finish? Finish talking to you?
Is there something you're trying to finish?
Do you hear that?
Is it a person? It sounds like a person
sounds like a
walking
person
over
walking.
there.
Like, sounds like it's
There's no stairwell. It's not there.
hear me?
You see it's in here.
Hear it? That's rocks from somebody walking.
Yeah.
Soul, are you reporting for duty? Checking out how everything's doing? Why don't you try doing that again? Come walk towards us. Join us.
Michelle, he's talking about something in the yard.
Something in the yard?
That's what he's saying here.
Is it bothering you that there's some people walking around in the yard while you're on duty right now?
We're here to keep you company. We don't mean any harm. Can you tell us a little bit about this room?
What was this room used for?
I'm feeling like a little pins and needles fan right here.
Right here.
That's great. Don't be afraid. Come closer to the device so we can actually hear you speak.
Yeah. Is it right here? I could feel it doing.
I think he's asking what you're doing.
What I'm doing, I'm trying to hear you, and we'd like to talk with you. I can feel you. I can feel your presence here.
He's right here.
Yeah, I can feel him.
When it gets red like that, it's very strong present.
Would you like to? You're welcome to touch me if you like.
He's asking about some kind of ability.
Ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my pendulum too.
I can feel when something's right near me. I can feel him touch me. It's like electric. So this is primarily Union soldiers that were training here.
Yeah.
They even had families camped out here. There's a big encampment.
Yeah, the families were primarily in the front of the grounds, you know, up by where the entrance is. That's primarily where the families were. Back here, it was all soldiers.
Can you tell us what your name is?
But yeah, he's right here. Stay right there, Maureen. I want to
Okay.
move back to this corner.
Sure.
Yeah.
I had family in the Union Army as well.
It's very cold in this corner.
Really?
I just had a major chill go down as soon as I got close to this wall. Check over right about here.
Careful.
So we have to do those big feet you find on the walls.
Not getting anything either.
Nothing.
Nothing. I think you just moved by.
Did you guys just hear that?
I heard a little, yeah, it sounds like a
Right.
step. We're getting footsteps up here, like prominent footsteps. And plus we're getting some touching and a lot of good energy.
Yeah, it's still right here.
Yeah,
I can feel
right.
it.
He's right here.
Did you get that
There's
one?
like a-
All right, be careful, because we're kind of in a room tucked in the corner somewhere.
If I step back,
Yeah.
yeah, if I step back,
We're on the
it
second
actually gets cold.
floor.
It actually gets cold if I step back just like. Yeah, he's right here.
Yep.
Yep,
You
he's,
feel him?
yeah, he's right here. I actually had somebody actually ask us what we were doing and what abilities, apparently asking us for our abilities and things.
I just want to let everyone know who might be watching this that, as you can see, as a paranormal investigator, we actually do put ourselves at risk at times, because as Wesley was just saying, is that, you know, you got to be careful when you come in here, because if you look at the floors, and look at how broken up and everything it is, and you got bricks, so we could possibly, if I'm correct, actually fall through this.
Yeah, I actually almost fell through this right here.
Right there.
So, yeah, I didn't know that little chasm was right there. But yeah, one of the hot spots that I found was actually right here. Let me see your T2 sensor. If I can.
Is there anyone here? If so, can you please light up that device that Wesley is holding? It is called the K2. Just as I was asking whatever might have been downstairs, if you want to communicate with us and you are here, please light it up once we get to let us know that you are here. And if you are here but you don't want to communicate, please light it up twice for no, stating that you're here but you don't want to communicate, and we will respect you and we will leave this section. Now again, you know, if you have anything that you want to state to us, just please, you know, give us some form of a sign, because we're only here for a short time and we mean no disrespect. We're just here for answers.
You stood again. Is it me you guys are recognizing? Do you guys recognize me from walking around the fort? I'm just going to place this right over here. Apparently somebody, careful.
Oh,
Right when you stepped, right before you stepped on that board, it actually lit up the word. It lit up the word killed, like either somebody was killed or they were killed here. There.
was someone killed here?
Layers of what? Is there layers of ground? Layers of earth around you? He's asking where.
Where what? Are you just taunting with us? Or are you trying to tell us something?
Can you guys make the little device to the in the corner to the left of the brick? Can you make that light up?
Are you here with us? Are you trying to warn us about something? Is that why you're giving these certain names on this device here?
The ceiling up here at least looks
And,
solid enough. The ceiling looks solid enough. It's just the floorboards.
And again, this device here that we're using, that Wesley has, is actually called the Ghost Meter. What it basically is it actually picks up on the EMF frequencies. It helps to let us know if something's around. At least it's the scientific point of it. It's to indicate that something unnatural, unknown is present. Can you please light this device up for us, Ian? Which you've already done a couple of times. Can you please light that up? Again, just light it up for yes if you're here and you want to communicate. And if you aren't here but you don't want to communicate with us anymore than what you've already done on this K2 or the ghost meter that that Wesley just had up here when he was in here with us, just light it up twice for now, saying that you are here but you don't want to communicate, and we will very politely leave. Again, if there is anything here, we are not here to harm you. We are not here to disrespect you. We understand that this is your area. This is your place. We just want some answers that we can give to people to let them know that you are here.
My flash is not working. I just heard something really weird. Did you get that? Is there anything here else?
We're not here to hurt you, we're here to visit with you and learn a little bit more about you. We're interested in you.
What did you do here during the war?
Could you tell us what your duties were? Perhaps you had a loved one too, a family? Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Did you stand here often, looking out the window?
You know what I think? I think it's moving around, to be honest with you.
I think it is too. It seemed like it was the clothes, it sounded like clothes were rustling earlier.
That sound.
Footsteps.
Yes, yes. It's definitely not staying in one spot, definitely not. That's why I think we need to kind of lush into one area where we can actually maybe get a little more activity.
Sounds good.
Sound like a plan. Let's see what's happening. Actually,
Which way would you like to go?
why don't we move this way? Let's go see if we can get through the alcove where we can see the wall. This might be a really good place for an EVP session.
I think
because-
so too.
Why don't you go for it? You got a nice soft voice for it.
Yeah, my friend Carl said I have EVP voice.
Yeah, you do.
You can communicate with him. You sound like an EVP.
Very soothing, almost like you could do books on tape,
Hypnosis. I hypnotize the spirits. and have them talk to us.
Call them, draw them, told you. So you try EVP session
Sure,
here?
absolutely. I'll do that one.
Yes.
Really?
Don't know it. There was something just moving around the corner, but this is the area he said for us not to go in.
Oh, okay. We can just do an EPQ outside here, if
Yeah.
you like.
Go for it.
Sure. Is there anybody here with us? I hear something. Yeah, I can hear the footsteps. There's also a drip of water to the right. I can hear footsteps.
It's definite.
Seems I can see.
Soldiers on duty, doing his work. Soldier. Attention, soldier.
Can you give us your name and rank, please? Come closer and talk to us. If you speak into this little black box I'm holding, I can hear you much better. I'm really hard of hearing.
Do you hear that? Where's that coming from this way? Anyone up here with us? Make a sound, make a movement. Anything up here with us? Is there anything up here with us? Right here, it's called the harmonica. And basically what I'm going to use this as is a trigger object to see if anything that might be around would recognize the sound or the music. If anything is up here, maybe you might recognize this, maybe you might have played it during campfire days or something back in your time. So I'm going to play a little something for you, and if you want, please communicate with us. Do you recognize that? Anyone up here? Do you recognize that sound? If so, please, let us know. Show us a sign. Alright, well, we're gonna get going. And I'm gonna keep playing this for you in case you recognize the sound or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna play this for you one more time. Hold up.
Chris, grab this bag.
Is there any children here that might recognize that sound? Maybe even the song. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm using it as what's called a trigger object. So if anything's around that remembers it, yes. Hopefully it can communicate with us.
I can hear. Oh, yes, I do. Excuse me, sir. Can you come here and speak with us? We'd love to speak with you. My name is Marie. This is Michelle. Come speak with us. We can hear you whispering in there, and there must be a lot on your mind. You must get very bored here. We'd love to speak with you. Yes, it's done.
He's pacing back and forth. Hear that?
I guess he's probably in the back. It sounds like it's kind of echoing in the back.
It's almost like he's going back and forth in front of the window.
Try not to go any farther than here, guys, because it's over in this corner where that hole is.
Thank you, soldier, for standing at attention for us. We're very, very happy to meet you. You know that you're on guard. Right behind you.
I just heard some whispering in the
It's coming, and we said it's like,
I think it must be more than one. If he's feeling something.
this,
Hearing something.
we're definitely hearing something, and maybe this is where their stations were, and this is what their duty was, watch the armaments, and they had the cameras that used to come out the window and watch out at the seats. It must be. Because that whispering is amazing. And the footsteps are footsteps. Like him walking.
Yes.
I didn't really hear anything, more like just felt like somebody was over there.
Heard the whispering over here.
Over here?
Soldier, can you give us a sign that you're here? Is there something that you might be able to move or say something very loud?
We saw a shot on that red, like a gray shimmer. You see
I
that?
just saw something move.
There was a form right there.
Yeah, it was like right in front of this wheel, I think. Yep. There it was.
I wonder if the train did that.
They did actually. They actually did that, and they actually camped out here in a lot of bedrooms. And it was all just cots in these areas where they would actually take their rescue shifts and things like that here.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a foot table buff.
Something maybe here.
I saw the shimmer, I saw the gray haze.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
And it was in the form of an actual person.
You're welcome to walk around with us.
Yeah,
Talk with us.
we're not gonna hurt anything, guys. I'm just here making sure the fort's okay, like I usually do.
Continuing the great job that you did. Wes is looking after things.
This place is as important to me as it is to you guys. I'm just making sure people follow through.
Hey, welcome to hang out with us. Tell us some good stories and jokes. What was the funniest joke you heard way back when?
You hear that?
I sure did. Is it something coming from back there?
I'm not sure. It was kind of like it sounded, part of it sounded like it was coming from this area, and then it was almost like that happened, and then something happened back here.
It sounded like 3 syllables, like ha ha ha, or something.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear the EVPs.
Me too. Oh my God, did you hear that?
What'd you just hear? I missed that.
It was whispering, but it was like, it was a couple of words.
Can you speak a little louder? We didn't catch that. That's walking towards us,
Yeah, it's not Wes, it's something from over there.
right? Soldier, can we join you? Join your troops here?
And if we can't be soldiers, we can help take care of you. I'm a really good cook.
I'm good. I should do some nursing. I'm good with Band-Aids.
My sweet, we asked whoever's here to tell a joke if they like, and it sounded like we heard ha ha ha.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there is more than one person in this.
Oh, there definitely is.
When it was right about here, it was actually right in this archway, right behind the camera here. Here, in 2011, where I saw that flare. You know, the bluish white flare. I got two people right here. And it's asking for something. Somebody needs to stand in the opposite side, it looks like. Yeah, he said right after you moved over there.
What did it say?
It said the word opposite. So either somebody needs to move to the opposite side or they're.
Chris, move back that way.
Move back to this corner.
Is that what you wanted? Is for our cameraman to move to the opposite?
I haven't gotten hits like this, like even in the museum. I mean, I've gotten hits before, but not as clear as.
Well, what I was just telling my crew downstairs is that I don't know if it's just me, but I find that we were getting activity before I started playing this, but it feels like since I started playing it, it's just picked up more.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's just
What's going on is there was this Jeremiah played his harmonica on the other side, on the towards the land side. Apparently, the activity is picked up. He stirred up something up here with that music.
Well, I also just remember they carried this with me all the time. They played it a lot back in the Civil War.
They did.
So if you want, let's play it again and see if it picks up on anything. And if still is around, if you like the music, thank you. I'm going to play again for you. I'll do something with a slow, fast, and then slow.
A for effort.
If you do, please like that device that Wesley has. If you want, I'll play it some more, and if you like it, light it up, let us know. Just try to make it light up at least just for once that you like it. And if you don't, either don't light it up at all, or just light it up a few times saying that you don't like it. I'm going to play this again, and I'm going to kind of dance around like how they would have done back in the Civil War days during a campfire or something, so here we go.
Repeat that, please.
So what I found was that when I started playing the harmonica here as a trigger, I think that activity increased a little bit more, and we ended up getting a little bit more activity, I think, towards the end.
We found some great activity upstairs. We heard footsteps that sounded like rustling of clothing, and it seemed like the activity was sort of following us as we were walking around.
And after that activity happened to happen, we saw a gray, misty figure that we kind of followed down the hallway too, that kind of went along with the footsteps that we heard and the rustling of a gown of a lady too as well. Plus, she asked if they could tell us a joke, and we heard ha ha.
And another thing I find interesting too, which tonight was my first night ever using a ghost radar, but when Wesley was showing me the ghost radar upstairs, it was actually communicating with us on it. It was asking us different questions.
And it was constantly asking us about abilities. It was constantly asking us about music, I think was one. I think it also asked
about music right after I got done playing it, right?
And it also started asking about articles of some kind, whether it was articles of clothing or personal articles of some kind. There was several different things asked. We couldn't get any, I don't think we got any kind of a real clear idea of what they were asking us, but It sounded like they were trying to ask several things.
I actually asked it to stand at attention, and that's when you got composure on it too.
Yes.
So it composed itself
Right.
into attention when I asked it to.
Ha 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 ha!